Welcome back to the Junior Men's Podcast. Hope you guys are doing okay. I'm chilling as usual, and I want to talk about something a little musical here. So by that I mean here's what I'm saying. So in high school and in college, I was a choir kid. I sang in the choir, I admit to do, which isn't, okay, let me just say this. That's not a bad thing to do. Let me just also say this. If you get a chance to sing in a choir, do it. Do it. Um, I did for about about sophomore, junior, senior, and then I sang in choirs for about 7 years. Is that right? So, four in college, yeah, 7 years, wow. So, let's start with high school first, right? So like, these are just my experiences and stuff like that. So I think it all began my sophomore year of high school. Actually, I was brand new to the scene of my high school, and I didn't have a lot of friends around. Sure, I had like one or two, but I decided to, since I like to sing and still kind of do, I'm not going to sing for you on this episode, but maybe later. Who knows? But anyway, so I signed up for choir, and yeah. And for some reason, I was very, not confident in my ability to sing, and I, like, underestimated myself. I was just like, dang. Like, there are, like, these auditions, and there's, like, these top groups. There's this top group in my high school. I'm not gonna say what the group name is because I don't want to give it away. But this top group in my high school, the top choir group, it looked so fun to be a part of. But I was just I was scared. I was terrified. So my sophomore and junior year, I stuck with the a cappella group, which was fantastic actually. We sang like the James Bond theme, and we sang Pompeii, that one song by that one artist whose name escapes me. Whoops. Um and then after my junior year, I finally decided to just stand up for myself and just I just stand up. I just I just I'm not cutting any of this out, by the way. I decided to stand up for myself and audition for the higher group um, in my high school. And lo and behold, I auditioned, and boom, I made it in. And I was like, oh gosh, I was like so scared. I was like, oh, like I was scared that I wouldn't make it in. Um, but I did, and senior year of high school is one of the best, among other reasons. Um, yeah, no. I was in that top group, the highest group in my school, at my high school, for about a year, and I met lifelong friends. I have some friends in there that we still talk to this day. It's awesome. Which brings me to college. Okay, so when I got to college, uh, when I got to college, when I was a freshman, I wanted to continue my choir singing career. So I auditioned for this other group, which was also the top group at the school, still is actually. Um, but I auditioned for the top group, and I made it in as a freshman. Now I will be honest with you. When I got to the callbacks, I was like, oh no, what if he doesn't accept me? And then I realized, wait a minute, I don't know. Like every choir ever needs, they need guys to sing. Like they need boys. So it's like cool because it's more competitive for the girls because they like, I don't know. Anyway, so I was so excited. I was like, I made it in as a freshman. Freshman year was awesome. And then, you have to audition again as a sophomore, and I did. And I kind of got the idea that maybe it's like once you're in, you're in. And I don't know. I was just kind of saying that. Maybe it's true. It worked for me the entire time. So sophomore year was great. Sophomore year in choir. Actually, you know what? Sophomore spring, me and my choir friends, and you guys might remember this if you guys are on the channel. So at the end of my sophomore year of college, I went to Paris and like Lyon in Germany for choir, and that's what those vlogs are for, back on the channel of me going to Europe. So that's what that was happening, and that was like one of the best trips I've ever taken. And I really learned how to like be more confident in my note singing in my singing. Like it was great. And then so junior year hopped around. I'm all confident. I'm like, yeah, we're good. Like, yeah, and it was great. Like we sang awesome songs. Like we sang pieces from, I think his name was like Johannes Brahms. We also sang. There's this there's this there's this song called, I think it's called "Is a Light Shining in the Heavens," and it's like this gospel piece. Like, oh my, it was awesome. Like it was amazing. And we also sang this other piece called, I think it's "Stars I Shall Find" by David Dickow. It was great. Like I still listen to that. I still listen to that song to this day, and I cry because it's kind of like, to me that song means, what do you yearn for? And it's just like, I yearn for doing stuff like this, making videos for you guys. Anyway, I digress. Junior year in choir was awesome. It was great. Which brings me to senior year. So senior year was actually, it is pretty good. So um actually, before I get to that, at the end of every year in at my college, we have to sing at the graduation ceremonies, right? And we have to sing the alma mater, which, starting from my freshman year all the way to my senior year, was etched into my mind. And it's just like, dang it. So, like, it got to the point where the first couple years, like the first freshman and sophomore years, I was like, this is terrible. Junior year, the alma mater kind of just like grew on me a little bit, and then senior year when I graduated, oh my gosh, it was awesome. But yeah, senior year in choir was awesome. Yeah, we sang. What did we sing? We sang a song called "There Is a Meeting Here Tonight." I'm pretty sure it's awesome. It's. We also sang. I think Danny Boy is what it was called. Um, but yeah, honestly, I didn't realize like how to be more confident in my singing voice until, or with my singing voice, I should say, until college, pretty much. And actually, part of the which this is gonna sound really strange, but part of the reason why I like doing this so much, using my voice, you know, in my podcast and everything, was because in choir I learned how to use my voice with other things, and that's what I'm doing here too. So I have choir and my past choir directors, to thank for helping me get to this point. So that's really cool. Yeah, no, honestly, when it all comes down to it, if you're in high school or college, or just you just want to sing or not even, if you're not even in school and you just want to sing, I totally recommend it. A 10 out of 10. Um, Honestly, would I go back and change anything about my experiences in choir in high school or college? No, they were probably the best experiences in my life. In my life, I would say. And honestly, what's kind of cool about that too, for me doing choir in high school, is that that's how I met Sid, actually, and that was, we all know how that ended up. It was great. Don't worry, we're good. Everything's great. That's what I'm trying to say, and I wouldn't change that at all. So yeah, if you're in choir or something, or you like to sing, stay with it. Because one of the things I'm afraid of is being like, oh, you have like, so I recently graduated, which is great, and I don't know how I'm gonna get my choir fix. I guess I'm just gonna just sing randomly in my house. That sounds good. I don't want to lose that, and honestly, I'm not going to. So, anyway, I digress. So, stay in choir. It's an experience that will probably change your life. It changed mine for sure. It taught me how to be more confident, blah, 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 blah. And I met a lot of really awesome people in there. We're still, some of us are still buds to this, are still buddies to this day. So, anyway, this has been the Junior Mints podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. My name is Finnmints, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.